You care way too much about what people think of you. And the funny thing is, most of those people are not even thinking about you. You're stressing over the way you look, the things you say, the choices you make, and whether someone, somewhere might have a negative opinion about you. But here's the reality nobody likes to admit. You are spending your energy trying to impress people who are too busy worrying about themselves. Think about the last time you changed something about yourself because you were scared of judgment. Maybe you didn't post something because you thought people would criticize it. Maybe you didn't start something new because you imagined everyone laughing at you. Maybe you stayed quiet because you didn't want to sound stupid. Now ask yourself something. How many opportunities have you lost because you were trying to avoid an opinion that probably never existed? Because that's the trap. You think everyone is watching. You think everyone is analyzing. You think every mistake is being remembered. But most people are not paying attention to you nearly as much as you think. They're busy thinking about their own problems, their own insecurities, and their own lives. The truth is, you are the main character in your story, but you're just a background character in most other people's stories. And that's actually good news, because it means you are free. You don't have to spend your entire life performing for an audience that isn't even watching. The problem is that society teaches you the opposite. From a young age, you're trained to chase approval. Get good grades so people think you're smart. Dress a certain way so people think you're attractive. Buy certain things so people think you're successful. Post certain things so people think you're living a great life. Slowly, without realizing it, you start building your entire identity around reactions from other people. And that's dangerous, because when your confidence depends on other people's opinions, you don't actually have confidence. You have permission. You're basically waiting for someone else to tell you that you're allowed to feel good about yourself. And that's a terrible deal, because people are unpredictable. One day, someone compliments you and you feel amazing. The next day, someone criticizes you, and suddenly you question everything. You gave someone else control of your emotions. And the worst part? You probably didn't even realize you handed them the keys. Now, this doesn't mean you should stop caring about everyone. Not caring about everyone's opinion does not mean becoming rude, arrogant, or selfish. It doesn't mean ignoring feedback or treating people badly. That's not confidence. That's just immaturity. Real confidence is knowing what deserves your attention and what doesn't. It's understanding that some opinions are valuable and some opinions are just noise. Because let's be honest, would you take financial advice from someone who is broke? Would you take fitness advice from someone who never exercises? Probably not. So why do you let random people decide your worth? Why does the opinion of someone who doesn't understand your goals have so much power over your life? It shouldn't. The first step to stopping this is realizing that not every opinion deserves a seat at your table. Some people know you. Some people support you. Some people actually want the best for you. Those opinions matter. But random strangers online, people who judge you without knowing your story, people who are only criticizing because they are projecting their own insecurities, those opinions are not your responsibility. You don't need to carry every thought someone has about you. Your brain is already busy enough. The second step is building your own standards. Because if you don't decide what success means for you, someone else will. You'll spend your entire life chasing goals you never actually wanted. You'll buy things you don't need. You'll follow trends you don't care about. You'll become a version of yourself designed for approval instead of a version designed for happiness. Ask yourself, what do I actually want? What kind of person do I want to become? What values do I want to live by? Because once you have your own standards, outside opinions become less powerful. Someone can dislike your choices. Someone can disagree with your path. But if you know why you're doing what you're doing, their opinion doesn't control you anymore. The third step is accepting that people will judge you no matter what. This is something you need to understand. You can be successful and people will criticize you. You can fail and people will criticize you. You can be yourself and people will criticize you. You can change yourself completely and people will still find something to say. So if judgment is unavoidable,
Why not choose the life you actually want? You're going to be judged either way. You might as well be judged while doing something meaningful. The fourth step is learning to be comfortable being misunderstood. This one is difficult because humans naturally want to be understood. We want people to see our intentions. We want people to know we're good. But sometimes people will misunderstand you. Sometimes they will create a version of you in their head that isn't real. And you have two choices. You can spend your entire life trying to correct every misunderstanding, or you can accept that peace is more valuable than proving yourself. Not everyone deserves an explanation. Not every argument deserves your energy. Sometimes the most confident thing you can do is move forward quietly. The final step is detaching from reactions. You cannot control how people respond to you. You can only control what you do. You can create something and someone might hate it. You can make a decision and someone might disagree. You can try something new and someone might laugh. But none of that changes the fact that you tried, and that matters. Because the people who build amazing lives are not people who never experience judgment. They're people who stopped letting judgment control their decisions. Think about it like this. Your attention is a limited resource. Every hour you spend worrying about someone's opinion is an hour you could have spent improving yourself. Every minute you spend trying to impress people is a minute you could have spent becoming someone you're proud of. Stop giving away your energy for free. Protect it. Invest it. Use it on things that actually move your life forward. Because at the end of the day, most people are not remembering your awkward moments. They're not replaying your mistakes. They're not analyzing your choices. They're thinking about themselves. So stop living like you're constantly being watched. Stop shrinking yourself to make other people comfortable. Stop asking for permission to be who you are. Your life is too short to spend it chasing approval from people who were never holding the key to your happiness. Care about the people that matter. Listen to advice that helps you grow, but stop trying to be liked by everyone. Because when you stop chasing approval, something interesting happens. You become more confident, you become more authentic, and you finally start living your own life instead of performing one for everyone else. So the next time you catch yourself worrying about what someone thinks, ask yourself one question. Does this person's opinion actually matter? If the answer is no, let it go. Your energy is too valuable to waste on people who don't deserve it.